With all this in mind, hearing people talk about it sure feels strange, but it all becomes clear when you realize that many of the politicians and movement leaders are not talking about equality, but equity. If you don't know the difference, don't worry, I'll make a quick example. Let's say Tom, a teen, and Jack, a kid, are completely unrelated. Both want to see a music show performing across a fence from a place where they can't see each other, but their height doesn't allow them to see. In a perfect world, you would have 2 chairs that you could lend both so they could watch the concert, but you only have one. Which scenario would you choose, A or B? If you chose A, you chose equality, and if you chose B, you have chosen equity. While equality would be seen as meaning that everyone receives the same chance or number of resources, equity is when you give those benefits according to their needs. Tom can probably stand on his toes during the show and still be able to watch, though very uncomfortably. By a mere glance, equity sounds like a correct decision. At least this way, one of them got to see the show. But that's because you were there with an outside resource. The world is a somewhat closed environment when we talk about resources, so usually what happens is that Tom brought a chair to watch the show from the other side of the stage, and what you do is take his chair and give it to Jack, and Jack thanks you. Now of course Tom was able to see the show by standing on his toes. Does it make it okay for you to take his chair and give it to Jack? No. You can argue that he was still able to see the show, but the fact remains, playing hero. You chose to cause problems to someone to help someone else and took the gratitude of that someone else. That's why I can't understand when people try to sell this to you as if it were the solution to everything, when they don't even decide what it really is.